Here. Councilmember Evans. Present. Councilmember Gruber.
Here.
Councilmember Lightfoot. Present. Councilmember Ortiz. Here. Councilmember Patterson.
Here.
Councilmember Spall.
Here.
Vice President McFadden.
Here.
President Scott.
Here. I'd like to ask council to rise for a moment of silence, and I would ask you all to remember both Trevion Rowe and Congresswoman Louise Slaughter. Councilmember Gruber, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll now move to the retirement recognition ceremony. Would Kevin Holman come to the podium along with Councilmember Lightfoot, Mayor Warren, and Ms. Lyman Torres? And I'm coming up for this one.
Kevin has worked for the city since 1986. The majority of that time as center director at various sites. He began his career at North Street, the Gantt Center, where he was mentored by recreation legends Gene Williams and Don Bunch. This was followed by stints at Flint Street and South Avenue Frederick Douglass Centers, with following 8 years at the Edgerton Community Center. In all these roles, Kevin's calm demeanor brought a sense of order and safety to the sites. Kevin supervised the initial Rec on the Move program and was one of the original Biz Kids instructors. He was a presenter and motivational speaker at countless trainings and public presentations and was the MC at a host of a number of programs and special events. Kevin brought a sense of respect and dignity to the organization and to the participants and staff he interacted with. He was and still is a role model for hundreds, if not thousands of youth who consider our centers a second home. He provided a sense of stability and strength in many young lives that lacked role models and represented the Department of Youth and Recreation and the city in a positive and professional manner. Thanks for all the weekends and nights you spent with your recreation family. You may never know how far your reach extended and how many lives you may have changed. In his retirement, Kevin plans on spending more time with his family that he loves, visiting his children and grandchildren, and also will continue working with Rise and the program he loves part-time. I want to thank you, Kevin, for all of your years of service to the citizens of Rochester. I also want to thank your family for sharing you with us for so many years. And I know Council President Scott probably has a few words that she would like to say as well.
So you all wondering why I got something to say about this?
No.
You know, Kevin was at the department that I was commissioner of for just almost all the years that I was commissioner, and brought a unique skill set. He was highly respected. We had teenagers, and some of them weren't the easiest people to deal with, but Kevin could deal with everybody and was really a gem. I'm just amazed, though, that I've been gone a long time, and you're still there, and this time thing has got me all confused. But long story short, we are losing a true gem. Congratulations, Kevin.
The only thing I'd really like to say, it's been a privilege to be a servant of the community and work for the city of Rochester. Many youth have come through the doors, many parents, and I still see them, and I'll continue to see them because I'm still here in the community. Thank you for the service you've given me the opportunity to provide for you. Thank you.
Will Sergeant Ralph Gagliano please come forward? Ralph proudly served the city of Rochester in the police department for 42 years. Having served first as a police citizen aide before officially starting as an officer on October 1st, 1975. He retired in February as a sergeant assigned to the office of the chief in the Police Locust Club Union office. Ralph made a profound difference in this community through his daily encounters with the public, handling incidents efficiently and effectively in a kind and caring manner. He demonstrated excellent communication skills and always had a friendly attitude and smile on his face. He worked primarily in the Maple and Highland sections of the city and earned several recognitions, including Chief's Letters, a unit commendation, and an Excellent Police Service Award. His community involvement included volunteering for the Rochester Dare Kids Night Out, volunteering with the RPD RFD annual hockey game for charity, and volunteering with the Candy Cane Patrol. He also participated in numerous events put on by the Rochester Police Locust Club. Ralph received several letters of appreciation from the community during his tenure. His compassion and kindness was apparent in everything he did, and he will truly be missed. On behalf of the city and our residents, whose lives you have touched throughout your 42+ years of service, we want to say thank you, congratulations, and we wish you a healthy and safe retirement, and we thank your family for sharing you with us. Thank you, Ralph.
Thank you. I really appreciate this. This is 42 years was a long time. Probably one of the best times I had with the department was background and recruitment, where I spent 9 years. And looking back at that, I found that I was responsible for putting 400 officers on the road. One's in the back room there today. And I think that's the legacy I'm happy to leave. And also had the pleasure of working with Chief Simonelli. A lot of people don't know, well, we went to college together.
There you go. Look at
And,
He's like it.
and I beat him out the door. I'm really surprised I was able to do that. But Mayor, thank you. Council, thank you very much. Chief, Doc, thank you all very much. It's been a great time. And now I'm going to be spending my time at home cooking meals for my wife when she comes home to work. Thank you.
We'd like to call Cade Henderson to the podium. Cade was selected as Miss Black New York USA in 2015. Miss Black New York USA. Woo! And she is the first Rochester woman to represent New York State at the national competition. Miss Black USA is an organization that empowers women to own their power and celebrate their unique talents, traits, and beauty, all while providing them with scholarship opportunities.
During her reign, Ms. Henderson built a platform entitled Perfecting Your Voice, Enhancing Arts, Tech, and Wellness. Her work has accelerated 125 small grassroots businesses between 2015 and today by teaching them profitable tips on how to exist online. Her work has been featured in publications around the world, including Vogue, Elle, and Cosmopolitan. We would like to represent Kay with her certificate, and it reads, in recognition, this certificate is presented to Cade Henderson for having been selected as Miss Black New York USA and for your continued efforts to create positive change on the city of Rochester. Your accomplishments highlight that drive and passion one can achieve when they achieve their goals. You are a role model for our youth and all Rochesterians. Congratulations, Ms. Henderson.
Thank you for this opportunity to the community and the respected members of the officials. As your Miss Black New York USA 2015 advocating for perfecting your voice, enhancing access to arts, technology, and wellness in the underrepresented community. We all know that there's a major gender gap in technology and business and fashion and entrepreneurship in the world. So it's an extreme pleasure to serve as a member of this community and advocating for the close of the gender gap. Thank you so much again for recognizing me as a champion for diversity, equality, philanthropy, innovation, and community leadership for this community.
The following documents are hereby directed to be received and filed. The mayor submits the following: administrative cancellation or refund of erroneous taxes and charges. The council submits disclosure of interest forms from President Scott on introductory number 63 and introductory URA 2. Councilmember Gruber on introductory number 63 and introductory number URA 2. And Councilmember Spall on introductory number 59, introductory number 61, introductory number 88, and introductory number 89, and introductory number 90.
It's time for the presentation and reference of petitions and any other communications. Are there any petitions? Hearing none, we'll move to the reports of standing committees and action thereon. Vice President McFadden, the Finance Committee report, please.
Madam President, members of the council, the Finance Committee recommends for adoption the following entitled legislation. Introductory item number 58, amending the budget to reflect administration of City Traffic Violation Agency. Introductory item number 59, authorizing mandatory agreements for Tower 195 LLC relating to Underground Truck Road. Introductory item number 60, authorizing the mandatory agreement for Uniform Relocation Act compliance services. Introductory item number 61, authorizing grant applications to the Dormitory Authority of the State of New York for the Rundell Library Structural Terrace Improvements Phase 4 project. Introductory item number 88, resolution approving reappointment to the Rochester Public Library Board of Trustees. Introductory item number 89, resolution approving appointment to the Rochester Public Library Board of Trustees as amended. Introductory item number 90, resolution approving appointment to the Rochester Public Library Board of Trustees. Introductory item number 91, establishing minority and women business enterprise goals and minority workforce participation goals. Introductory item number 95, authorizing a mandatory agreement for business process and project management services. And introductory item number 96, resolution approving appointments to the Board of Ethics. This report was respectfully submitted by Councilmember Molly Clifford, Councilmember Malik Evans, Councilmember Michael Patterson, Council President Loretta Scott, and myself, Adam McFadden.
That report will be received, filed, and published, and will proceed with the vote. Introductory number 58, legislation amending the 2017-18 budget to reflect administration of the City Traffic Violations Agency. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 59, legislation authorizing mandatory agreements with Tower 195 LLC relating to the Underground Truck Road. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
President Scott, I need to abstain.
Motion carries 8-0-1. Introductory number 60, legislation authorizing an amendatory agreement for Uniform Relocation Act compliance services. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 61, legislation authorizing grant applications to the Dormitory Authority of the State of New York for structural improvements at the Rundell Library. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 88, a resolution approving the reappointment of Dan Karen to the Rochester Public Library Board of Trustees. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 89, as amended. A resolution approving the appointment of Carol Lee Conklin to the Rochester Public Library Board of Trustees. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 90, a resolution approving the reappointment of Wanda Martinez to the Rochester Public Library Board of Trustees. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 91, legislation establishing minority and women business enterprise goals and minority workforce participation goals. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 95, legislation authorizing an amendatory agreement with Concilium 1 LLC for business process and project management services. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Councilmember Patterson, the Neighborhood and Business Development Committee report, please.
Thank you, Madam President. To the Council, the Neighborhood and Business Development Committee recommends for adoption the following entitled legislation. Introductory number...
President Scott, I'm sorry to interrupt. We need to do the Board of Ethics.
Yeah, 96.
Introductory number 96.
Yep. Introductory number 96, resolution approving appointments to the Board of Ethics. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0.
Okay.
Yes, Councilmember Patterson.
All right. To the Council, the Neighborhood and Business Development Committee recommends for adoption the following entitled legislation. Introductory number 62, authorizing the sale of real estate. Introductory number 63, approving the Rochester Urban Renewal Agency's sale of a portion of real estate and granting pedestrian easement through 36 South Avenue. Introductory number 64, authorizing a grant agreement with Flower City Habitat for Humanity, Inc. for the construction of affordable housing. Introductory number 65, authorizing a grant agreement with Flower City Habitat for Humanity, Inc. for the rehabilitation of affordable housing. Introductory number 66, authorizing a lease agreement with the Arbor Loft, LLC. Introductory number 92, authorizing a mandatory agreement with DLR Group Incorporated for further analysis of the impact of downtown entertainment venues. The Neighborhood and Business Development Committee recommends for consideration the following entitled legislation. Introductory number 67, local development ordinance establishing the cost of special services for East Avenue / Alexander Street Entertainment District. The Neighborhood and Business Development Committee recommends for review by the Planning Commission the following entitled legislation. Introductory number 93, amending Chapter 120 of the Municipal Code, the height zone, amending Chapter 120 of the Municipal Code, the zoning code, by adding the O-LH overlay height district. Introductory number 94, amending Chapter 120 of the Municipal Code, the zoning code, by changing the zoning classification of 1092, 1098, 1108, 1116, 1118 through 1120, 1132 through 1138, 1142, 1150, 1174, 1176, 1182, 1186 through 1188, 1190, and 1196 through 1200 Mount Hope Avenue, 25 May Street, 20, 21, 24, and 25 Stewart Street, and 10 Gold Street from C1 Neighborhood Center District to C1 Neighborhood Center O-LH Overlay Limited Height District. Respectfully submitted, Michael A. Patterson, Willie Lightfoot, Jacqueline Ortiz, Adam McFadden, and Loretta Scott.
Thank you, Councilmember Patterson. That report will be received, filed, and published, and we'll proceed with the vote. Introductory number 62, legislation for the sale of 2 properties. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 63, legislation approving the Rochester Urban Renewal Agency's sale of a portion of real estate and granting of an easement. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Motion
President
carries.
Scott, I'll have to abstain.
Motion carries 8-0-1.
Mr. Gruber, you do not need to abstain. You just needed to disclose. Same for the companion.
Mr. Scanlon, thank you for the clarification.
Motion carries 9-0. Thank you.
Aye.
Introductory number 64, legislation authorizing a grant agreement with Flower City Habitat for Humanity for the construction of affordable housing. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 65, legislation authorizing a grant agreement with Flower City Habitat for Humanity for the rehabilitation of affordable housing. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 66, legislation authorizing a lease agreement with the Arbor Loft. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 67, a local improvement ordinance establishing the cost of special services for the East Avenue, Alexander Street Entertainment District. This requires a roll call.
Councilmember Clifford?
Yes.
Councilmember Evans?
Yes.
Councilmember Gruber?
Yes.
Councilmember Lightfoot?
Yes.
Councilmember Ortiz?
Yes.
Councilmember Patterson?
Yes.
Councilmember Spall?
Yes.
Vice President McFadden?
C.
President Scott?
Yes. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 92. Before I call for a vote on that, I would indicate for the sake of clarity that this is authorizing a study as it relates to Parcel 5, a study. And I believe Councilmember Spall?
I'd love to share some thoughts. Thank you. I want to first of all thank the administration. Josanne, I think we put you to hard work the last couple of days. So I'm grateful for that, and to all of you. And thank you, President Scott, because that was actually what I was going to say. We had a lot of wonderful people come tonight thinking we were voting on a project, and we're not there yet. We're taking the next step, and I'm going to support this legislation tonight because of that. We need to take the next step, but it's a very high price tag. $66,000. So I believe this council needs to watch carefully. I'm grateful to the administration. I asked a question about whether council would be involved. The answer was yes. Thank you for that. I think we need to move ahead. We need to be very clear about a couple of things, however. This is a very important project in our city, and we have lots of good people on all sides. We're starting a project review. We're starting a study. This should not mean that we don't have the chance to ask more questions. There are no strings attached to this legislation. I want to make that, thank you, President Scott, for saying that. There's no quid pro. This is not a vote on the project. We don't have to incline or obligate in any way. It's very important that we make that clear so that people understand how this process works. The administration has been terrific. I thank you for that. We do have to ask lots of questions still about the actual project. So economics, engineering, all kinds of things. But let's get started. Let's ask these questions. Let's get this study going. And I, for one, it's one of the most important things on my 10 years in council. You know, there's also some really important things happening in the other parts of the East District. So I want to work on those as well. But thank you to the administration. I'm going to vote yes, but with on the record for saying this is not the end. This is not the final step. This is just the next step. So I'm grateful to you all. Thank you.
Councilmember Patterson, I believe you had a comment?
No, I have no comment.
Thank you. Introductory number 92, legislation authorizing an amendatory agreement with DLR Group, Inc. for further analysis of the impact of downtown entertainment venues. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
Nay.
Motion carries 8-1-0. Councilmember Evans, the Parks and Public Works Committee report, please.
Thank you, Madam President. To the Council, the Parks and Public Works Committee recommends for adoption the following entitled legislation. Introductory number 68, authorizing an amendatory agreement with Edge Architecture, PLLC. Introductory number 69, authorizing an agreement for design services for the Brewery Line Trail. Introductory number 70, authorizing an agreement for the design of the Mount Hope Cemetery site enhancement. Introductory number 71, amending ordinance number 2017-36 and appropriating funds for the 2019 Preventative Maintenance Northwest Group 5 project. Introductory number 72, amending ordinance number 2017-11 and appropriating funds for the 2020 Preventative Maintenance Northeast Group 9 project. Introductory number 73, authorizing an agreement for the resident project representation services for the hazardous sidewalk replacement program, Southwest Quadrant 2018 Phase 1 project. Introductory number 74, a bond ordinance of the City of Rochester, New York, authorizing the issuance of $1,241,000 in bonds of said city to finance certain costs of the Southeast Quadrant 2018 hazardous sidewalk replacement program. Introductory number 76, authorizing an agreement with Joseph C. Liu Engineering, P.C. Introductory number 77, authorizing an agreement for Gardner Firehouse upgrades. Introductory number 78, bond ordinance of the City of Rochester, New York, authorizing the issuance of $711,000 in bonds of said city to finance the cost of the 2018 Gardner Firehouse renovation project. And introductory number 79, authorizing an intermunicipal agreement with the Rochester Housing Authority. The Parks and Public Recreation Committee also recommends introductory number 75, authorizing a change in traffic flow on Pendle Alley. This is respectfully submitted Malik Evans, Mitch Gruber, Elaine Spall, Adam C. McFadden, and Loretta C. Scott.
Thank you, Councilmember Evans. Just one moment, please. Okay, thank you. Introductory number 68, Introductory number 68, legislation authorizing an mandatory agreement with Edge Architecture relating to the Campbell Street R Center. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 69, legislation authorizing an agreement for design services for the Brewery Line Trail. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye. Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 70, legislation authorizing an agreement for design of the Mount Hope Cemetery site enhancements. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 71, legislation amending ordinance number 2017-36 and appropriating funds for the 2019 Preventive Maintenance Northwest Group 5 project. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 72, legislation amending ordinance number 2017-11 and appropriating funds for the 2020 Preventive Maintenance Northeast Group 9 project. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 73, legislation authorizing an agreement for resident project representation services for the hazardous sidewalk replacement program, Southwest Quadrant. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Councilmember Evans, do you have a motion for introductory number 74, bond ordinance authorizing the issuance of $1,241,000 bonds to finance certain costs of the Southeast Quadrant hazardous sidewalk replacement program?
Yes, Madam President. I would like to make a motion to amend the legislation. The amendment removes Southeast Quadrant and replaces it with Southwest Quadrant.
Is there a second?
Can I ask a question? What just happened to my millions? Adam got it. It wasn't mine. No, Norm's like, no, I second it, whatever.
I'll take it.
Sorry, Councilmember.
It's okay.
Is that a second?
Yes.
Second. All
Second
in
with
favor
protest.
of amending introductory number 74, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Now let's vote on introductory number 74 as amended. A bond ordinance for Southwest Quadrant 2018 Hazardous Sidewalk Replacement Program. This requires a roll call.
Councilmember Clifford?
Yes.
Councilmember Evans?
Yes.
Councilmember Groover?
Yes.
Councilmember Lightfoot?
Yes, ma'am.
Councilmember Ortiz? Yes. Councilmember Patterson?
Yes.
Councilmember Spall?
I guess so, yes.
Vice President McFadden?
C.
President Scott?
Yes. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 75, legislation authorizing a change in traffic flow on Pendle Alley. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 76, legislation authorizing an agreement with Lou Engineering, PC. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 77, legislation authorizing an agreement for upgrades at the Gardner Firehouse. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 78 is a bond ordinance requiring authorizing the issuance of $711,000 to finance the cost of the 2018 Gardner Firehouse renovation project. This requires a roll call.
Councilmember Clifford?
Yes.
Councilmember Evans?
Yes.
Councilmember Gruber?
Yep.
Councilmember Lightfoot?
Yes, ma'am.
Councilmember Ortiz? Yes. Councilmember Patterson?
Yes.
Councilmember Spall?
Yes.
Vice President McFadden?
C.
President Scott?
Yes. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 79, authorizing an intermunicipal agreement with Rochester Housing Authority. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Councilmember Lightfoot, the Public Safety, Youth, and Recreation Committee report, please.
Yes, thank you, Madam President. And to the honorable members of City Council, the Public Safety, Youth, and Recreation Committee recommends for adoption the following entitled legislation. Introduction number 80, authorizing agreement with New York State Department of Environmental Conservation. Introduction number 81, authorizing agreement with LEDs Online Incorporated. Introductory number 82, authorizing agreement with Government Payment Services, Inc. Introductory number 83, authorizing acceptance of Petco Foundation grant for animal services. And introductory number 84, authorizing an agreement with SK Concerts Incorporated for concert series management services. Respectfully submitted by myself, Willie J. Lightfoot, Councilmember Mitch Gruber, Councilmember Jacqueline Ortiz, Vice President Adam C. McFadden, President Loretta C. Scott.
Thank you, Councilmember Lightfoot. That report will be received, filed, and published, and we'll proceed with the vote. Introductory number 80, legislation authorizing an agreement with the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 81, legislation authorizing an agreement with Leads Online, Inc. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 82, legislation authorizing an agreement with Government Payment Services, Inc. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 83, legislation authorizing the acceptance of a Petco Foundation grant. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 84, legislation authorizing an agreement with SK Concerts for concert series management services. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Councilmember Spall.
Thank you, President Scott. To the members of council, the Arts and Cultural Committee recommends for adoption the following entitled legislation. Introductory number 85, authorizing an agreement for the 2018 Gus Macker 3-on-3 basketball tournament. Introductory number 86, authorizing an agreement with Yellow Jackets Racing, LLC. This is respectfully submitted by Council Member Molly Clifford, Council Member Michael A. Patterson, Vice President Adam C. McFadden, President Loretta C. Scott, and myself, Council Member Elaine Spall.
Thank you, Councilmember Spall. Their report will be received, filed, and published, and we'll proceed with the vote. Introductory number 85, legislation authorizing an agreement for the 2018 Gus Macker 3-on-3 basketball tournament. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Introductory number 86, legislation authorizing an agreement with Yellow Jacket Racing. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. I'll now read the Committee of the Whole report. The Committee of the Whole is holding the following entitled legislation. Introductory number 87, a resolution confirming the appointment of the Commissioner of the Department of Recreation and Youth Services. This report is respectfully submitted by Council members Molly Clifford, Malik D. Evans, Mitch Gruber, Willie J. Lightfoot, Jacqueline Ortiz, Michael A. Patterson, Elaine M. Spall, Vice President Adam C. McFadden, and myself, Loretta C. Scott. The report will be received, filed, and published. Councilmember Lightfoot.
Yes, ma'am.
May I have a motion for introductory number 87, a resolution confirming the appointment of the Commissioner of DRICE?
Yes, Madam President, I would like to make a motion to discharge introductory number 87 from committee.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor of discharging introductory number 87 from committee, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Now let's vote on introductory number 87, a resolution confirming the appointment of the Commissioner of the Department of Recreation and Youth Services. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Congratulations, Ms. Lyman Torres. Before we move to miscellaneous business, let us adjourn and convene the meeting of the Rochester Urban Renewal Agency. This meeting is adjourned. The meeting will come to order and the clerk will call the roll.
Agent Clifford.
Here.
Agent Evans.
Present.
Agent Gruber.
Here.
Agent Lightfoot.
Here.
Agent Ortiz. Here. Agent Patterson.
Here.
Agent Spall.
Agent Spall is present.
Agent Vice President McFadden.
In the building.
Agent President Scott.
Here. Reports of standing committees and action thereon. Chairman Patterson, the Neighborhood and Business Development Committee report, please.
To the Council, the Rochester Urban Renewal Agency's Neighborhood and Business Development Committee recommends for adoption the following entitled legislation. Introductory number URA 3. Resolution approving the Rochester Urban Renewal Agency 2018-2019 annual budget, performance measures for 2018, and performance measures report for 2017. The Rochester Urban Renewal Agency's Neighborhood and Business Development Committee recommends for consideration the following entitled legislation. Introductory number URA number 2, approving the sale of a portion of real estate and granting a pedestrian easement through 36 South Avenue. Respectfully submitted, Willie J. Lightfoot, Jacqueline Ortiz, Adam C. McFadden, Council President Scott, and myself, Michael A. Patterson.
Thank you, Chairman Patterson. That report will be received, filed, and published, and we'll proceed with the vote. URA 2, legislation approving the sale of a portion of real estate and granting a pedestrian easement through 36 South Avenue. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. URA 3, a resolution approving the Rochester Urban Renewal Agency 2018-19 annual budget, performance measures for 2018, and performance measures report for 2017. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion carries 9-0. Is there any miscellaneous business to come before the Rochester Urban Renewal Agency or the City Council? I would remind those of you waiting for your turn to speak that that session will begin shortly. This meeting is adjourned. Now we got a break.
Thank you.